Good afternoon. I am Special Agent Adam Gonzalez of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. I need to pick up an ATF Form 4473 in connection with a criminal investigation. Is Ted Lucas in today?
Mr. Lucas, would you come out to the shop floor for a moment? There's an ATF agent here to speak with you.
Agent Gonzalez, I presume you're here about the firearm that you mentioned on the phone, the one I sold last year. Do you need the original Form 4473, or will a copy suffice?
I need the original, please. It may serve as evidence if we decide to prosecute someone for criminally misusing the firearm.
Sure thing. I made a copy and set the original aside after our conversation. Here's the original.
Thanks, and here's a receipt for the original Form 4473 that I'm taking.
Wow, Mr. Lucas, we actually let someone from outside the company take our records like that?
Oh, sure. It's the law and it's his job, so there is no cause for alarm. In the future, just remember that any ATF officer may, in certain circumstances, inspect our inventory, records, and other documentation. This includes our Form 4473s, NICS background check records, and receipt and disposition records. Additionally, we may receive a phone call from an ATF specialist requesting a gun trace. If you receive such a request, please consult your shift supervisor immediately, since we are required to provide trace information to ATF within 24 hours of the request.
So an ATF officer can take the records and not just examine them?
Yes, in certain circumstances. An ATF officer can take records that constitute material evidence of a violation of law. We can retain a copy, or copies of records taken will be provided to us by ATF within a reasonable time.
Now I understand the importance of keeping our records up to date and available at all times.
Precisely. The better our records, the easier it is for us to help the ATF officials find what they need, and the smoother things go. Think of it this way. The records belong to Western Arms, like any other business record. But ATF has a legal right to inspect our records and to take them when needed as evidence of a crime. We simply fill them out and look after them according to federal law.
Remember that any ATF officer may, in certain circumstances, inspect inventory, records, and other documentation during business hours. Also, if you ever receive a phone call requesting a gun trace from any ATF specialist, consult your shift supervisor immediately.